Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host. Wow, I'm doing a lot of videos today. Let's talk about future possibilities and that. When I had my review with the Disability Services, it came very much brought to the forefront this idea that I'm worse off than I was when I started doing disability. Not in the way that I'm coping, but in things that they can put down on the sheet and that, and not leaving the house and that. So it very much brought this idea of that if they put me on, and it's all a big if. First of all, they could cancel my disability when the judgment comes through in like 5-6 weeks. We won't know, because my brain always says that there's always the chance of the negative. Just like right up to the point in time when I had my autism assessment, I was like, no, they'll probably say that I haven't got it, there's to be something different and weird, that I'm not autistic, and that right up until the morning when I actually had the actual thingy and they showed me exactly what was going on. So we went through all that, and the same thing, my mind, the review went really well. Talking to the person was wonderful for the review. We went through it all. They were amazing, and a lot of the things they pointed out meant, damn, I should probably actually be on the higher. So at the moment I'm on the highest level of the care component, the component for looking after yourself or someone looking after you in a house and all that. And I'm on the standard rate of mobility. Now, it doesn't matter that I don't go out often. Having the extra money for the mobility opens up an entire different possibility. And that's the motability system. What they basically do, the money that they would give you for being able to use transport to get to places, instead that money goes to a car, and actually you lease a car 3 years at a time. And so I have been giving some serious thought to that. See, I don't drive. I know how to drive, or I used to when my dad taught me to drive on car parks and things like that. So I know the basics of it, even though well before the stuff we have these days. So on Motability, you can have 3 registered, named on the insurance, 3 people who will be the designated drivers. I already know who all the other 2 will be, and I'll probably put myself as the provisional. I'll get myself my provisional license, and of course I'll only be able to drive or learn to drive in that car. I can also get driving lessons. I don't know whether I'll go for driving license or whether or not I want to do any of that, but so that's one option. That's the option that maybe in the future via this I will be able to drive, because disabled people do drive. It's all about creating another set of coping strategies. Disabled people do. The whole point of the Motability team is to give a disabled person the ability to go and do things that everybody else takes for granted. And the Motability idea was born from this idea of allowing them to leave their house. See, for me to leave the house at the moment is extremely challenging thing. Yes, I can use my augmented glasses and I can set everything up to leave the house. But if something goes wrong out there and I'm alone and I'm on the street and my PTSD triggers, then I will basically fall down on the floor, and for 30 minutes I will not be conscious of what's going on around me. It can be a very dangerous situation. Even someone just coming up to me and saying hello to me outside my own house would make me completely non-functional and stuck in place. That's also a bad thing. But this idea of, first of all, an electric car, because electric car equals technology. My brain has an affinity for technology. It's like this. I can't wear a normal watch. I haven't worn a watch for all of my life. But now I can wear that and I can wear that because these are technology. They're not a watch, they're technology. I can't wear a scarf. I can't wear anything like that bothers me, that my brain notices. But I can put a HMD on my head because it's technology. And same thing goes, having a car on the multiplicity scheme that would basically be used by, and people, friends that would be able to chauffeur me around and take me places, which would be awesome, could be a mobile safe space. I think it would work as a mobile safe space, and an electric car is perfect for that because that's kind of connection with electricity. I've already started to plan how I'd get it all sorted and make it all so it worked for me. Of course, I would not leave anything expensive inside a car. You don't leave anything expensive inside a car. You just make sure that it's modular, so you take it back into the house when you're not using the car. But I could end up being able to visit places like Western Queenie and Park Hall and places like that with friends. And even when I have to go to the hospital for my CT scan, these kind of things would be really useful. And it's just make things, it's a good option. It's another layer of as you can tell, the idea of leaving my house causes distress for me, but at the same time, if I could get all this sorted and then slowly see whether I could actually remember and learn how to drive one of these electric vehicles and go from there, then sometime in my future, then there's a chance that I could be in a position to go places and visit people. Because I can't use public transport. I would have to set up so many coping strategies to even leave the house. It would be exhausting. But if I had a car and that car became a mobile safe space, then I know what will happen is I'll end up sitting in it outside my house and just sitting in the back seat to get used to it and playing computer games in the back seat and maybe even doing a stream from the back seat. I won't do a stream or anything when I'm not here, as in not at the house or anything. I might record stuff, but I won't stream anything because of privacy concerns, and people will know that I'm not at my house, and then they might try to come and steal all my stuff. Of course, that would be silly because of the amount of security on the house, but still, my brain will go there, and that's something that would bother me. So I wouldn't be able to tell people I'd been somewhere, or I do recorded videos, but not thinking. So the whole idea that I could have a mobile safe space that I could meditate and tired. and go through that would be a wonderful thing. And being electric, and because it won't be used all the time, I will be able to trickle charge it by just charging up my big Anchor battery bank and then using that to charge it. It'll be a slow charge, of course, but I'll only be topping it up in that way. And so, yeah, that is why it's such an interesting thing. Now, there's always the chance, like I said, that when my review judgment comes through, that they will say, no, you're not supposed to be on disability, go find a job, you don't have any money now. That's almost not going to happen. And if they do try to take that approach, then we'll just appeal it and deal with the situation as it comes, because some people do get denied and they have to appeal. But that shouldn't happen with my situation. It really shouldn't happen with my situation. And there's a very good chance that my mobility component will be bumped up, because leaving the house is a bad thing. And I want it to be not a bad thing. You know? I mean, people still say, and people judge disabled people and think, oh, you get to stay in all the time. No, I don't get to stay in all the time. I am locked away all the time. That's the difference. You'd like to stay off from work and stay at home and just have a break. But try to remember what it was like when a certain virus was in the world more, and how your ability to leave the house was taken away from you. It didn't feel like a break then, did it? So that's what it's like for disabled people that are stuck in the house. We make the best. We make our safe spaces. We make our best thingy because we are stuck in these places. But I have never even let myself consider the idea of what I'm considering now. And it's scary. But I would love to, of course I'd want to go places where there wasn't any people. That's a given. And I'd want to go at times where there was no people around. But the idea of being able to go places and visit local lakes and that, it's amazing. So that is the chance of the future for me. And it is a big thing. It is an emotional idea. It is a very emotional idea for me. This idea that one day in the future, I'll be able to step outside my front door, take 2 steps on the public pavement and get inside a mobile safe space and be able to go places is like, frick, that's freaking awesome. Frick. That is like something that's beyond what I thought I would be able to do. But we have the potential now that there's a chance. And if it does come to pass, it's going to be crazy, because the stress when it comes to having reviews, but reviews can be a positive thing, because things can go well as negative. This is what I talk about when I talk about depression and that, and how my brain always focuses and turns towards the negative results. And this could be a really positive result. This could actually be a life-changing positive result for me. I could get to leave this house. Actually leave a house. That's just something that would be interestingly and wonderful and special. It's what I'm going to say there, because like I said, I didn't have a very good sleep last night because, yay, depression and that. But I'm good. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm focused, and I am alive. So I've done lots of videos this morning. Oh, I did just try it. I don't know. Baltimore wants to start talking about something else. I am so random. I hope you're all having a wonderful, splendid first day. You are all wonderfulicious.